Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting episode of Gay Replay Dragon Age Inquisition. We are still in the thick of In Your Heart Shall Burn. Before we begin, I wanted to give my thoughts on... I wanted to ask you guys a question. I guess if you're watching this, you probably have already now seen both what happens when you side with the mages versus what happens when you side with the Templars, and you went through, the Champions of the Just, or I forgot what the other mission was called with Dorian. But anyway, I guess my question is, which of those main story quests, which of those do you prefer? I might be personally partial because A, it was the very first one that I chose, and B, Dorian is in it. But if you take those out of the equation, if you take out the fact that it's, with Dorian, and for the record, like between the two of them, Cole is my favorite character. I love Dorian. Dorian is probably a close second, next to Cullen, actually. Next to Cullen. But Cole is my favorite character of all of the characters in Dragon Age Inquisition. But even if you took Dorian out of the equation, and the fact that it was the very first quest that I chose, I still kind of like the mission with Dorian more, because of a number of reasons. A, the whole time travel magic is pretty neat, and it's pretty cool, and it's very new. I don't think that there was ever, prior to that, there was ever any mention of time travel magic in Dragon Age and Dragon Age universe. So time travel is a new concept, so that's one reason. The other reason is, it was just so neat that the whole thing with Leliana, seeing Leliana's transformation in the future, that was a big moment for her. And Leliana really shined as a character in that episode. Whereas in the other adventure, you, instead of focusing on one of the advisors, you kind of got a little bit of all three. You got a little bit of Cullen and Josephine and Leliana, plus other characters. It was nice that they were able to span a wider range of characters, in the cells, in the little scenes that we saw with Andy, like and Doppelganger Andy. So, it's a balance, I guess. Do you prefer more span with more characters, or more focus on one character, that character being Leliana? And then the third reason why I like the Mage side better is because you got to see that cameo of the ruler or rulers of Thedas. You would be able to see Honora or Alistair, or both Honora and Alistair. And you didn't really get any of that in the other version. That being said, Barris, I think was his name, was a really cool character. I did like the little thing where you had to raise up the flags. I mean, there were definitely elements of the Templar side, the Templar adventure, that I enjoyed too. But I think that, for me, the reasons to enjoy the Mage one more, it's stacked a little bit higher. So, what do you guys think? Did you favor one much more than the other? Did you think that they were about equally balanced? I don't know if they were actually equally balanced. I still feel like, well, subjectively, I still feel like the Mage side is better than the Templar side, and that tends to be the one that I think most people end up taking. And that actually, the whole Alexius scene was I think the adventure that you got to preview in a playthrough, an early playthrough of Dragon Age before it was released. We got to see that little scene. So I don't know if that's the scene that BioWare favors more. They shouldn't favor it more, but anyway, those are just my thoughts. We are going to continue on this epic battle to try to rescue the people of Haven. Give them a chance to, flee and stuff while we stall. Stall. Yeah, I can't have you, Spellbinder, messing with our fun here. There you guys go. Oh yeah. Beautiful, love it. Reach the trebuchet. Gotta move faster. Faster than that dragon, at least try to. What do you guys want? Charge! Get him, IB. Smash him! Oh, no you don't. Take that, Spellbinder. Beautifully well done. Silver ring, that's something we can sell. Oh, this music is so awesome! Do 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 do. Charge! There we go. Get out of my face. Oh. Smush. Smash. Beautifully well done. Oh, you're still there. You guys missed one. Come on now. He's just hanging out. Yeah. Woo! Do 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 do. All right. Anyway. Oh, get to the trebuchet. Trebuchet's over here. Love this soundtrack. All right, here we go. Come on, guys. Follow that elf. Keep up with Solus, please. All right, I hear you, dragon. Oh yeah. Show him who's boss.
Let's toss some rocks.
Let's toss some rocks. Come on. Iron Bull's in danger? No way. Spread some bees around. Come on, Bull. Smash him. Yes. Woo! Nice. Andy, you should do the honors. Cover me, guys. Here they come. Damn. Keep up, keep it up, keep it up. There's more coming.
They're here.
I see them. They're here and I'm queer. Watch out. That's right. You guys got this. Oh, get away from me. Gotcha. Not gonna let you hurt us. Oh yeah, that feels good. Smash him. Woo! Good job, Andy. Got a lot of stuff. I'm glad I did a lot of selling before I started this mission because I knew I was going to get a lot of loots. Keep it up. Here comes more. Break. Oh, wise guy, eh? Good shatter. Take him out! Good stuff. Almost halfway. Well, not quite halfway. We'll get there. Potions are running low, but that's okay. We've still got the cash.
Be ready. More coming our way.
I see him. Frozen. Shatter. Good job. Ooh! Just in time. Yeah, get those. Make use of those. Come on. Bottoms up. Whew. There we go. Keep things under control here. We good? Good. Need to refill on our potions here. Yeah, I think this difficulty is perfect, guys. It's not... I mean, it's not easy by any means, but it's also not frustratingly challenging either. It's just the right balance. Although we haven't seen, you know, the boss. Supplies replenished. Alright, we've got 8 more potions to play with, so... haven't quite aimed this trebuchet halfway through yet. Throw some bees. Saving 1 jar of bee for the boss. Just for the boss.
Here they come. Get ready.
Alright. More of them are coming. Fiona! Oh, it's Fiona! Oh, I feel so bad killing her. There's Fiona. She needs to get dispelled. There we go. Sorry, Fiona. I don't want to have to do this. But you leave me no choice. Drop bees. No, really. Drop bees. Venatorian Marksman, you need a dispel as well. Oh, ow! That came out of nowhere. Get a regeneration potion. Gotta keep our wits about us. There we go. Come on, take him out. Dispel. Only one more potion left, make it count. Take an regeneration just in case. Liliana's ready to report in. Alright, well that's nice to know. Did we kill Fiona? Really? I felt like the other guy was a lot more challenging because he kept on transforming. That was a little disappointing. I was expecting Fiona to, like, I don't know, also transform or into Abomination or something. I don't think that happened. So maybe they needed to do a better job of... They probably needed to do a better job of balancing, you know, this a bit more. But that's okay. Alright. So Calpurnia. There we go. What I don't get is where are our companions during this instance?
Move.
Like they get separated. Well, I guess... Hold on. I don't remember. I'll have to see. Andy gets separated. Okay, so maybe this is how he got separated from the rest of the group. The wall of fire shouldn't have... Oh. Andy! There you are. Alright. It's Corypheus Spit. Yes, and his lackey. Surprised he doesn't just stomp on him right now, but hey.
Enough! Pretender, you toy with forces beyond your ken no more.
I don't fear you, creature.
Whatever you are, I'm not afraid.
Words mortals often hurl at the darkness. Once they were mine, they are always lies. Know me. Know what you have pretended to be. Exalt the Elder One. The will that is Corypheus.
And he's like, who?
You will kneel.
What do you want from me? I will... No, I don't think so.
You'll get nothing out of me.
You will resist. You will always resist. It matters not.
There's the sphere.
I am here to anchor. The process of removing it begins now.
There we go.
It is your fault, Herald. You interrupted a ritual years in the past,
Andy!
and instead of dying, you stole its power.
All of Andy's facial expressions are great. He's like...
I do not know how you survived, but what marks you as touched, what you flail at rifts, I crafted to assault the very heavens.
Don't give in, Andy. You're a strong dwarf. You may be short, but you're still strong.
And you used the anchor to undo my work. The gore.
Take it! I didn't ask for this.
Mortals have always cried thus. Praise me, for I would end the silence that answers. I once breached the Fade in the name of another to serve the old gods of the Empire in person. I found only chaos and corruption, dead whispers. For 1,000 years I was confused, no more. I have gathered the will to return under no name but my own, to champion withered to Vintern, correct this blighted world. Beg that I succeed, for I have seen the throne of the gods, and it was empty.
Oh, Andy.
The anchor is permanent. You have spoilt it with your stumbling.
Come on, Andy.
So be it. I will begin again. Find another way to give this world the nation and God it requires.
They're safe.
And you, I will not suffer even an unknowing arrival. You must die.
Yeah, about that. Doesn't end here. We've talked long enough.
You expect me to fight. But that's not why I kept you talking.
Nice!
Enjoy your victory. Here's your prize.
That's exactly what Andy would have said. Oh, I love that. Perfect response for him. For his personality, for his character. That was perfect. I'm glad I chose that one. Go, Andy, go. Go, Andy, go! This whole adventure, this whole playthrough just has a completely different feel when you're playing a dwarf. After you played a Canary, a big, you know, hulking Canary. Even though Art was a, you know, a decently gentle Canary, still, like, just seeing, there's just, I don't know, it just feels so different having Andy as the Inquisitor as opposed to Art. Art definitely is my main man. He's my main Inquisitor. But I just have such a soft spot for Andy, and just watching him, despite all of these people towering over him, he is totally owning up to it. It just reminds me of Frodo Baggins and Bilbo Baggins in the Lord of the Rings, like, the Lord of the Rings stories. Size, you know, really doesn't matter. You can be heroic no matter who you are. It's alright, Andy. We'll get through this. We're gonna get through this, buddy. Oh, now we're gonna have some new toys to play with. Find a way forward. Can I really not run at this point? Alright, fair enough. There we go. Yeah, the anchor's still reacting. Come on, Andy. Keep it up.
There.
I'm trying to make it to the reward table. Mark of the Rift. That's what I was looking for. I just wish they didn't, like, completely remove. There we go. Oh, how I missed that ability. Love that focus ability. Yeah, I want my stuff back. Move this here. You should have just dropped it in the first empty spot if there is an empty spot. Here you go. That's why I was moving around my icons. I was moving around for a reason. Alright. Come on, Andy. Let's see if we can meet up with others. Just keep at it. Oh, I remember this part. Just keep your eye on the prize. Just aim for that big... Yeah, we've got quite a ways. Keep on moving. This whole adventure is so well done. It really is. And this is the point where you just feel so lonely and almost hopeless. It's okay, Andy. Keep it up. Keep going. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Come on. You gotta get back to your buddy Iron Bull. I'm sure he must be really warm. If you can just reach him, gotta keep going. Of course, that Tevinter Mage is kind of good looking as well, but I think he's had his eyes set on Iron Bull for a while now. It doesn't mean that Andy wouldn't probably flirt with Dorian along the way. I don't think he's opposed to that, because right now, technically, him and Iron Bull haven't really started anything, so I think this guy is going to try to keep his options open as much as possible. I mean, he's flirting with the ladies as well. Come on. Yeah, I know, buddy. You and I both. Oof. Any closer? He's getting there.
Embers. Recent.
Just have to keep going. Just gotta keep going, buddy. There you go. There you go. Oh no. Andy! Just... You're almost there, buddy. You're almost there. Come on, the snow's not pouring. The snow's not blowing as hard as it was before. You'll be okay.
There! It's him!
Thank the Maker.
Oh, Cassandra does care. Thank the Maker. Not that Andy would say that, but, you know. Well, expressions and all. And the epicness continues.
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're hobbled.
I can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
Shh. You need rest.
They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you.
True.
The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where we are, which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead. Or without Haven, we are thought helpless. Or he girds for another attack.
It's one of the above.
I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
If that thing is still out there, we need to move.
They are uncertain where.
Practical, Andy, is
And
practical.
there are other questions about you. Our leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defender stand and fall. And now we have seen him return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure, what we perhaps must come to believe.
I come to realize that that's another part of Andy's personality that I definitely have been seeing throughout this playthrough, is he's very practical. I think more than anything, he tends to lean towards the practicality of things as opposed to, you know, as opposed to the, I guess, what's the word? He's not as idealistic. He's not as idealistic. He's very practical. And I think that helps a lot in me figuring out some of the decisions that he makes, because I do see that. I do see a lot of that throughout.
You saw Corypheus? What do you think of his claims of assaulting the heavens?
Scripture says magisters, to winter servants of false-old gods, entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, he is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him.
I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps, but I didn't die.
Of course, and the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw. Or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment and in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us?
This is a waste of time. Fanatical belief is to blame. I still don't believe. I believe, but is that enough? We need more faith. I don't think Andy, he doesn't mind Mother Giselle at all. He thinks she's fine. I mean, I don't think he would say to her face, this is a waste of time, or fanatical belief to his blame. I think he would still say, I still don't believe. Art said this, so Andy will say this, and I have a feeling that my religious inquisitor is going to say this. So this feels like what Andy would say. Respectfully, he's like, I like the thought. I like the intention behind the words you're saying. It's a nice thought, but I'm sorry, I still don't believe.
Whatever the rest of you say, I felt no divine aid at the Conclave or Haven. The struggle ahead seems mine alone.
Time to sit back and relax. Cheer up, guys. It's time to break out.
Shadows fall and hope has fled. Still your heart, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come.
The shepherd's lost, and his home is far. Keep to the stars, the dawn will come. The night is long,
And the path is dark. Look to the sky. One day soon. There your blade and raise it high. Stand your ground, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky for one day.
Beautiful.
Faith may have yet to find you, but it has already found them.
Fair enough, Mother Giselle.
A word.
Sure, buddy. So much of the sequence makes sense knowing what we know about Solus. Yeah, I'm a dwarf. I can't do that.
A
But I can
wise
close
woman,
rifts.
worth heeding. Her kind understand the moments that unify a cause. Or fracture it. The orb Corypheus carried, the power he used against you, it is elven.
Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. I do not yet know how Corypheus survived, nor am I certain how people will react when they learn of the orb's origin.
I know how he knows this, but Andy doesn't.
All right. What is it, and how do you know about it?
They were foci, used to channel ancient magics. I have seen such things in the Fade, old memories of older magic. Corypheus may think it Devinter. His empire's magic was built on the bones of my people. Knowing or not, he risks our alliance. I cannot allow it.
Lost here, it won't matter. So prove yourself. You're right to be worried. I don't think you would say any of these things to Solus.
This whole mess is confusing. I can see how elves might be an easy target.
History would agree. But there are steps we can take to prevent such a distraction.
Here we go. And the epicness still continues. It's just one thing right after the other. Boom, boom, boom. Love this. I just wish the ending felt more like that too, you know?
By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide. There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
Music. Love it. Nice. Just as epic the second time around. Just as epic. Ooh, chills, goosebumps.
Scott,
Well done, Andy. You made it. The game can officially begin now. Because all of that before was just the prologue. Beautiful. Nice! Alright. Got a new crib.